We're live. Okay, perfect. It's working. Awesome, Bear. It looks like it's working this time. All right. So we are live. We are on step 2 of my 4-step process. So I took Bear outside and he went number 2. He ran around. We played a little bit. Okay, thank you, Bear. Thank you. And now we're on step 2 of the process because obviously we have rapport. And that's basically what's keeping him on the table now. I remember the very first appointment, the very first visit. Oh my goodness, he was trying to jump off the table. He was just it was a big fight the whole time. But now, we've come a long ways because the rapport that we've built. Oh, thank you. So now that we've been outside, he ran around a little bit, got some of his energy out. He went number 2. Okay, okay, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Now we're gonna comb him. And I'm so proud of Bear's parents. It looks like they have been combing him because look at that. The comb is going through. Before, I used to have to go through with this knife, this dematic splitter, and I did clean it just in case. And I would go through and cut the mats out. But now I can just go straight with the comb. And because before I would cut the mats out with this, and then like break it up, and then I would break them up even more with this dematting rake. I would go through and rake it, and then I would go through with the comb. But now I can just skip the cutting part, splitting the mats up and everything, and I can just go straight. There are a couple of mats because it's just that time of year, but I am super impressed with how well his parents are keeping up with his coat now. I mean, they told me they would. They told me they would. I remember his dad was even telling me like, I'm gonna make a big commitment. I'm gonna comb him. We're gonna do it. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay if you don't. You don't have to feel bad. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. But to actually, I didn't expect it. But wow, like, look at that. Even his feet, where it would be like super matted and bad right there, especially his toes. Look at that. The comb's just going right through. Oh my goodness. Was catching a little bit right there on a few mats. So when it catches right there, what I do is I flip the comb around to the core side there, and you have to flip it like that. Otherwise, you don't seem like a professional. You see that? No, I was kidding. You don't have to do that. But anyways, the core side, the wider side, and then see where where that comb's catching, and then you just hold it tight at the base where the skin is. There we go. So it doesn't pull on the skin too much. And there we go. Comb out those mats. Look at that. Then you flip it again. Bam! I saw some comments coming in. Hey, what's up, Jess? What's up? And Bear says hi. Oh, David. Hey, what's up, David T? How long ago was the first time you groomed him? I'd say maybe like a little over a year ago. A little over a year ago. Pudgster, what's up, Pudgster95? So yeah, I think I just started Bear. I think we're close to 2 years now. But yeah, I mean, it took a while because he was a puppy. He was a puppy and he didn't know what was going on. It was painful because their skin is very, very fragile. They only have 5 thin layers. They say that a dog's skin is actually thinner and more sensitive than baby skin and infant skin, human. So, because our skin is thicker than theirs. So, thank you, Bear, it's kissing me. But, so because their skin is so sensitive and so thin, it's really painful for them, especially like right here, where I can feel this mat here. Oh, sorry, my finger's right there. But right there, see that? So that right there, that area is probably already pulling at his skin, already feeling a little tight and uncomfortable. So when I go through and I yank at it and I pull at it, it's gonna make him feel uncomfortable and it's gonna hurt. But now that he knows and he trusts me and we have that rapport, over the years we've built. And that's the thing, it just takes time. It just takes time. And the more shared experiences, anyways. Yeah, so this is what we're doing now. I am just so impressed. I was not expecting this. Wow, I may have a pretty easy early day today. Awesome, I could really use it. Oh my God. So I set my alarm clock for 5:30 this morning because I like to wake up at 5:30 now so I can get a walk in with my dogs, go to the gym, and then cook myself breakfast before I come out to my client's house in the morning. And I've been doing that for the past few days, and I was really super proud of myself. Oh man, but last night I was myself. Oh man, but last night I was feeling it. I was feeling it. Oh, my body was just buzzing. Oh my God, I could barely keep my eyes open. And it's not just because I'm Asian, but yeah, I was just like, I sat on the couch when I got home. I go in my room, sat on the couch, opened up my laptop, and I passed out. I literally passed out. I didn't know. I just woke up and I was like, oh my God, I passed out on my couch. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to the gym tonight. I just gotta respect my body. So see, I got a pretty thick mat right there, so I'm gonna use this now, so it doesn't pull so much. Anyways, so I set my alarm clock for 5:30. I was like, if I'm gonna skip, this is what I told myself last night. If I'm gonna skip the gym tonight, then I'm at least gonna wake up early and really hit it hard tomorrow morning. This morning, oh my God, my body and everything at 5:30. Oh my God. So I turned the alarm off and I just said, screw it. I said, whatever, I don't care. I don't know what happened to the guy last night, that inspired, motivated guy. I don't know what happened to him. I guess he took off in the middle of the night. I don't know. But I woke up this morning a different person. And I turned the alarm off and I slept for another couple hours. I woke up at 7:30. I was like, oh my God, now I barely have time. I had time to let my dogs out, fed them, took care of my cat, fed him. And I ran out this morning, grabbed a couple of epic protein bars. I didn't cook myself breakfast, nothing. Anyways, yeah, so it's just, I don't know. It's just funny how it's like that sometimes, you know? It's like, oh man, it's like I wonder what it is. I wonder why at night I'm able to be so inspired and so motivated. And then when in the morning when I wake up, why is it so difficult all of a sudden? Anyways, but the story of my family lives with story of my family lives with working out. Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness. But you know, the thing is, I'm starting to really enjoy it. So I've been working out like physical, like weight training for about a couple of weeks now. And oh my goodness, I'm starting to really enjoy it. The past couple, like a day or two ago, I wasn't feeling any soreness anywhere. Nothing, none of my muscles were sore and aching. I was like, this doesn't feel right, you know. So I went and hit the gym. I pumped. It's like, yeah, now I feel good. Anyways, it's interesting though. What's up, Mayrod? David T. Back on the groomer's diet today with just protein bars. Yes, and that's the thing. Like, look what we're doing. I realized, you know, all of this motion right here. I'm working my shoulders, my thighs. You know, this muscle here. Hey, what's up, Sky Art? Especially when we're scissoring, this doing this right here works this muscle here. And the only reason why I found that out was because yesterday my wrist was so sore that I could barely move it. And I started to massage my wrist and I felt the soreness and I followed it and it's this muscle here. This muscle here. And I started doing that. I was like, aha, I feel that. So right here, so we got to stretch that muscle. But yeah, groomers, we're occupational athletes. I really want, if you're a dog groomer, I really want you to consider yourself an occupational athlete. This is what we do every day. It's very physical. And we take care of our tools, right? I clean my tools, I oil them, I make sure my tools are clean and sharpened and, you know, well maintained. Our bodies, our bodies are the most important tool for a dog groomer. And so we have to take care of our bodies. You know, probably more than we take care of our own grooming tools, like our scissors. You know, I got a cheap pair of scissors here, very cheap pair of scissors, but they're lasting me because I keep them clean and oiled, right? So even though I have a cheap pair of scissors, you know, they work well, they do a great job for me, and they last me a long time. So even though I may not be blessed with an amazing body, you know, I drink a cup of water and my belly comes out. I'm like, what? What just happened? It's not even like I drank a milkshake or anything, you know? So I may not be blessed with an amazing body, but I can take care of it well, right? I don't have to have an expensive body. I can just take care of it well, keep it maintained and oiled. Anyways, yeah, that's, you know, I, the eating even. This morning I was considering stopping by somewhere, just grabbing some fast food, but instead I stopped by Walmart, and because Walmart was on the way, so I stopped by Walmart and I went to the cereal bar aisle and grabbed a box of Epic protein bars. And I had two of those this morning, so counting 420 calories, but there are 14 grams each, so 28 grams of protein. Anyways, but I'm really starting to like look at myself differently. Oh my God. Okay, so let me tell you something. What really got me into working out, like pressing weight. I go to the gym every night, but all I do is go on the elliptical for 30 minutes, work out, get a good sweat, and then I go take a shower. And so then one night I decided I'm gonna start trying to work on this belly of mine. So I started doing like these leg raises on that machine. Anyways, I started doing some leg raises, and here's this guy. He's this big Korean guy, just ripped. You can see he's ripped, right? And he always has this beanie on. He looks pretty tough. Okay. But and I recognize him because he's there a lot, working out around the same time as me. And he comes up to me. He was like, "Hey," he was like, I see you here around a lot, He was like, "What are you trying to do?" And I was like, he was asking like, "What am I trying to achieve? What am I trying to accomplish?" And I was like, "I'm just trying to be healthy, really. I just want to be healthy and not feel so, weak and tired and achy and sore all the time. I want my body to be stronger. That's it." And he was like, "Dude," he was like, he was like, "Your body type," he was like, "Look at you." He was like, "Your body type, you could do all the leg raises and crunches and sit-ups you want." He was like, "You ain't getting rid of that belly." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "You look at your body type." He was like, "Look at my body type." He was like, "You and me, we're about the same. We're the same body type." He was like, "We're Mongols." He was like, "We're descended from Genghis Khan, like the Mongolians. Like we're warriors. We have the warrior body." And I was like, "What?" Because I was always short and fat and just my whole life. I late in life I hit my growth spurt. It's really weird. Anyways, nobody really believes me. Anyways, I never considered myself a warrior type or just strong or anything like that. And so I was fascinated. I was like, "What? No way." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Do you see any other Korean guys like tall like you and me and big like you and me, our shoulders and everything?" And I was like, I never really thought about that. I never thought about it. I was like, I guess not. And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You see a lot of Korean guys with facial hair like you, like a beard like you." And I was like, I wanted to tell him. I didn't though, because we just met, so I didn't want to creep him out. But I wanted to tell him, I willed this. I visualized this. I willed this to happen. Anyways, like this came recently. I mean, I never had all this. But anyways, I was just like, wow, that's fascinating. He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You're a direct descendant of the Mongolian, tribes, And I was like, "No way." He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "What you need to do," he was like, "if you want to." He's like, "If you really want to, look healthy and strong," he was like, "You just got to pump. You just got to pump iron, man." And I was like, "But I don't want to get like you." I was like, "I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be all like muscular and everything. I don't want to be intimidating. I just want to be like, if anything, I want to be smaller. I want to try to lose weight." And he was like, "That ain't gonna happen, man." He was like, "That ain't gonna happen." He's like, "Look at you." He was like, "Look at your body type. Just look at," he was like, "I'm not trying to be mean, but look at you." He was like, "You gotta pump, man." And I was like, "What?" And he explained to me that my body type, the way my shoulders and everything is, and he was saying like, if I just pump and my arms get big and strong, and I get big biceps and big muscles here, and my chest is big and strong, my back is strong. Then he's saying my big belly, he's like, it's not even gonna matter. It's not even really gonna show, and it's gonna go away naturally. But he was like, really, he was like, "You eat a lot, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah." "Yeah, you know me." He was like, "Yeah, you eat a lot and you just poop it all out and you just keep going." I was like, "Yeah." That's basically me. That's my resume. And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "That's your body type. You just gotta embrace it." And so once I once I like embraced and I looked at myself differently now, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not this, insecure little kid anymore. Like I'm not just this nerdy fat boy that everybody picks on anymore. I'm a warrior. I'm a Mongolian warrior, baby. Like, what? So I could be an illegitimate descendant of Genghis Khan. But anyways, once I looked at myself differently like that, and when I looked at the mirror that night, I looked at myself like, holy crap, are you a fucking, I'm sorry. Like, I was thinking like, are you a Mongolian warrior? And I flexed, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I see it. For the first time, I see myself differently. So anyways, I'm sorry for going on that big rant, but the point is, when you start to look at yourself differently, when you start to see yourself as a warrior, as someone strong, as someone capable, as someone powerful, creative, you begin to literally live your life differently. Let me see here. Let's see. Drebin Jack says, "Yup, I can imagine you going to war." That's crazy, though. I mean, I literally started shaking and like I get scared when I see people like in a confrontation. But then again, I love watching martial arts. It's interesting. Let's see. Sky Art, by the way. Sky Art here, by the way. Oh, okay. Drebin Jack is Sky Art. Okay, nice. And that's Rachel. Pauline, what's up, Pauline? Triple, that's really interesting about the warrior body type. Makes sense. Embrace it, right? So I was like, no, I don't want to be all muscular and stuff. But now I realize, he even told me, he was like, you got two choices, bro. He was like, you got two choices, bro. You can be muscular or you can be fat, but you ain't ever gonna be skinny. And I was like, oh, shoot. So anyways, I guess if those are my two choices, might as well pick muscular, right? But that's the thing, muscular, it takes work, it takes dedication, it takes that commitment, it takes doing it even when you don't feel like doing it, like this morning. But this morning, honestly, I think because it's like the end of the week, and I've been hitting it hard every day this past week, oh my God, I crashed this morning. I literally crashed last night, and this morning I couldn't do it. I woke up at 7:30 this morning. Oh my goodness. Cheetah Karma, June, so happy to see you working in the salon today. I'm so excited. Well, I'm at my client's house, not a salon, but anyways. Same like my body too, haha. My body type is big, I can't ever be slender. Embrace it. Oh my goodness, big is beautiful. That the strange thing is, I've always been attracted to bigger women. Not like grotesquely obese, like they belong on TLC or something, not like that, not like there's a problem, but women who have a little bit of meat on, where it looks like I can wrestle with them. Don't ask me why I would want to, but anyways, no, I'm just saying, because I'm a big guy too. I've always known I was a big guy. I've always known I was, but I consider myself fat. I've always called myself a fat person, and so I've always kind of, I don't know, maybe it's because I've always been bigger myself, but I don't know, I've always been attracted to like bigger women. Anyways, not to go, I don't know why anybody would be interested in that. Okay, now what we're doing, we're going for the matted parts. Let me transition real quick here. We're going for the matted parts here in the front leg, and he's not liking that. But, hey, this is much better than when he used to try to run away and jump off the table. Now he's just telling me like, stop. So because it's pulling a lot with this, that's when I'm going to move over to this. And I'm going to go through and just kind of work it like that. Yeah, just work it. See that? It's the motion of the ocean, baby. That's it. Let's see here. Drebin Jack, you can wrestle with me. I know Taekwondo. Well, Taekwondo is not really grappling, so you're gonna kick me and stuff. I'm not into that. Our favorite groomer. Once you do it though, you get used to it. Then becomes habit and routine. Yes. Once you do it. And they say it takes about 21 days for anything to become a new habit. So you got to continue to do it for 21 days. And then they say that if you mess up one day, you got to start over. So I guess the 6 days or 5 days that I put in just went to crap today. So I guess I got to start over now. But man, you know what? I think I'm gonna cut myself some slack and say instead of every day wake up at 5:30 and do that, I'm just gonna try to do it 3 days a week maybe. Okay, let's see here. Uh, I can learn. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I'll put you in a triangle choke or something. No, I was kidding. Oh man. Okay, so I'm sorry, buddy, but we gotta get these tangles out. You know why I gotta get these tangles out? It's because if I cannot get this comb, especially this wide part, if I cannot get this comb to go through this coat, then this comb guard will not be able to go through this coat, you know? Even if I wanted to go shorter even, I can't get it, it'll catch on the same mats that these combs are catching on. So I'm not gonna be able to give them a nice smooth haircut, a nice fluffy cut, unless I'm able to get these mats out. And that's why I take the time. And not only that, so humanity over vanity, right? So if it's really giving the dog too much of a hard time, of course, it's not worth it. But I'm also doing it because I realize what's causing all of this. It's because all of these dead hairs that are trapped inside that skin, it's causing all the matting because, see that? It literally attaches to each other like Velcro. Sometimes when I'm going through with this comb, it'll literally attach itself to the back, and now I got this like felted mat thing, and I have to break it up here so I can get it off my comb. That's how easily these mats happen. They just, the hair just attach each other like Velcro. So that's why I do take it very seriously to try to get this hair out of there, because if I don't get this hair out of there and I just shave it, and I just shave it him bald, shave him to the skin, now all of this stuff that's causing the matting and everything, all of this stubble, it's still inside his skin. So his skin is still going to be kind of packed full, it'll feel kind of thick, it'll feel hard kind of, and because all of that stuff is still inside those pores, jam-packed, and so it's still going to feel a little grainy, a little rough, not smooth. And then you'll start to see brown spots happening, and then eventually it's going to start to lose, like not grow hair back, and then they turn into hot spots, like raw hot spots. All of this happens gradually because it's all happening on a cellular level. So because it's happening on a cellular level, it happens so gradually that it happens months, years down the road. And so now you have this dog with crappy skin on the legs because it's getting shaved down every time it gets like this. And the skin is having to work extra hard to try to blow out, all of the stuff that's still trapped, all the stubble that's still trapped inside the skin because it was shaved. So then, because you can never escape the accumulated effect of cellular damage. So when the skin starts to work so hard, because the skin is the biggest organ in the dog's body. Oh, don't eat your own hair, buddy. Because the skin is the largest organ in the dog's body, when the skin has to work that hard and it's overworked, other organs in the dog's body start to suffer. So that's why grooming for me is not the haircut. The haircut is the haircut. For me, that's the styling. For me, grooming is this. This is grooming. This is what you would see another dog do, And I'm literally using my teeth. I'll brush my teeth later, deal with the consequences. But, that's literally, when I first met him, and I put my head over to him, guess what he did? He started to lick my ears. That's the first thing he went for. He smelled my ears, and he started to lick in them. Why? Because he's greeting me. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Bear. And just like another dog would. But anyways, so one of my friends' mom, she's Buddhist. She's Thai, and most of Thailand's are Buddhist. But anyways, she saw me grooming his dog. She goes, June, I think you were dog. I think before you were dog. I was like, whoa, nice. My previous life, maybe I was a dog. She was like, the way you groom, the way you the way they act with you. She was like, it's different. It's different than normal people. She was like, I think you were a dog before. I was like, I think you're right. I wasn't even offended. I was like, wow, what an honor. Wow, like maybe I was a bad dog. And that's why I got demoted this lifetime. I don't know. Anyways. Alrighty. Let's see. Mayrod, yep, it's important to give yourself rest days. Yes. David T says, you need a rest recovery day though, so that you need to be considered too, so you're still on track, so you don't wake up late tomorrow. Exactly, exactly. So I understand that rest days are important, you know, like, and the thing is, my body really didn't even give me a choice. I went home last night, literally, like after I walked the dogs. I went in my room, I sat down and opened up my laptop to check emails. That's the last thing I remember. And I passed out like this. I woke up and I was like, oh shoot. And then I went over to my bed and I continued to sleep. And then I don't even know what time it was. And then my alarm clock rang at 5:30, and I was conscious enough to wake up and turn it off. And I went back to bed. I just crashed for another 2 hours. I woke up at 7:30. So yeah, no gym, no walk with the dogs this morning. I did let them out, you know, and gave them some time. But anyway, yeah, that's life, right? I mean, I've learned to just accept things for the way they are. You know, they say that anxiety happens. Anxiety happens when anxiety and disappointment, you know, like discontent. It happens when you wish things were different, when you wish things were not the way they were. That's when anxiety or discontent, dissatisfaction happens. And yeah, it's like, if I'm gonna be doing it anyways, you know, if I'm late anyways, might as well just accept it, right? But I wasn't late to my appointment this morning. I was on time. Oh man. But yeah, if I'm gonna wake up, sleep in, and miss the gym anyways, might as well not beat myself up over it, right? I mean, it already happened. And tomorrow's another day. Okay, buddy. But see, it just takes time, and you just gotta be patient and persistent. And oh my goodness, I watch a lot of nature documentaries, and the way I try to picture myself is, what if I was a monkey? And I was a monkey that knew about dog grooming and about their skin and coat, and I knew that these mats had to go, and I knew I had to get all this dead hair out. And this dog, this puppy, you know, I raised this puppy. Because you know those monkeys in India, sometimes they take a pet, they start raising dogs like their own pet. So I was thinking, what if I was one of those monkeys? Well, how would I do it, you know? And, I wasn't an angry monkey. Okay, let's just say I was a really calm Zen monkey. I would just do it like this, right? Just continue to just be patient but persistent, right? Just be patient and persistent. Okay, Theodora Paz, good morning, happy Friday. Skyart says, good morning, it's evening here though, nice. Yeah, Skyart, isn't it like, don't you have to work tomorrow, like today, or, man, Skyart, Rachel is a dedicated fan, I appreciate that. What's up, Lexi Galloway? So, yeah, so what I'm sharing is just my process and what I'm doing, right? Because someone made a comment on the last video. They put, I subscribe for the grooming videos. Could you let me know when you're doing more of those or something like that? And I just laughed. I was like, okay, you know, well, let's throw the girl grooming in there. So, but you know, the channel, in my defense, the channel is called June the Groomer, not How to Groom like June. So I'm just sharing what I'm doing right now. But this is not what I'm saying other groomers should do. You know, this is more for pet owners. If you want to groom your dog at home, you're tired of the groomer shaving your dogs, but understand that the groomers are shaving your dog because they don't have hours to spend like I do on your dog. They have other dogs waiting. They have other dogs to be groomed. So they can't work with your dog like this. If you're a pet owner, dropping your dog off to the groomers once every 2 months or once every 3 months, then this is what you need to be doing at home before you take your dog to the groomer, so that your groomer can do a nice haircut for your dog. Otherwise, your groomer that you drop your dog off to does not have hours to spend or months to spend even, because sometimes I won't even do a haircut on the dog if the dog won't let me touch them. It sometimes will take 2 or 3 appointments before the dog will allow me to actually start grooming them with tools. I got to get them comfortable with just my hands first. So this is just my style. This is just how I've set up my business. And what I want to represent is not, look at me, look at how great I am. That's not what I want to represent. What I want to represent are options, possibilities. I want to inspire other groomers to realize, I don't have to do it the way everyone's been doing it. I don't have to do it the way everyone else does it. I don't have to be a speed groomer. I don't have to feel bad about myself because I can't groom 5, 6, 8 dogs a day. I can only groom 3. I don't have to feel bad about that. I can embrace my own unique style. I want to represent possibilities. I want to inspire groomers to embrace your own uniqueness, okay? To be yourselves and to not be ashamed to be yourself. That's what I want to be. That's what I want to represent. I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at how great I am, like, be like me. No. If anything, don't be like me. I have no idea how my channel has grown like this. I've done everything wrong. When you study social media marketing and strategies and tips and what to do and how to grow your channel, I've broken every rule in those books. I've done everything wrong. So don't do it like me. I'm just saying, let me inspire you to think to yourself, oh my God, if he can do it the way he wants, maybe I can do it the way I want. Maybe I don't have to do it the way everyone else is doing it. Comparison kills joy and happiness and fulfillment, because you might be happy with your life, but then you see someone else and it seems like they're enjoying something much better. And now all of a sudden you're not happy with your own life because you see someone else taking vacations or, with beautiful women or beautiful men, and you no longer feel comfortable, you no longer feel happy with your own husband because you see other men who are more successful financially or whatever, like you no longer find your wife worthy of your love because you see someone else who has sexier legs and pays more attention to you. Like, come on, like comparison will rob you of your happiness. Seriously. Myself even, like I have 33 clients right now. I love my clients. We have a beautiful relationship. I love seeing them. I love my work. I love my job. I'm earning enough income to do the things that I need and want, have the experiences that I want. It's like I'm in a great place. But then what if I looked at someone like Joshua Morales? I'll use him as an example because he's a good friend of mine, and I don't think he'll mind. But Joshua Morales, he's so accomplished, so successful. And, like, it just seems like he has such an amazing career right now. And everything's going for him. And so much, adoration, accolades, recognition, acknowledgement, What if I started to be, like, envious? Like, well, I'm not happy anymore with my business that I have, with the relationships that I have, with the income that I'm earning now. Before I was so scared because I had no income, and I had debt. But now I'm in a much better place, but I'm no longer happy now because I see Joshua Morales doing better than me, or Blake Hernandez, or whose ever name. It's like, no. If we understand the law of integrity, we understand that each one of us are a part of the whole. We're all integrated. That's the law of integrity. We're all integrated somehow. We're all a piece of the big puzzle. So that means that if he does well, We're all doing well. The whole does well. If I do well, I'm helping the whole as well. So now I realize I should be happy for people when they do well, happy for others, encourage them, you know, root for them, celebrate their victories with them. Because the thing is, I have to do my own best too. You know, like no amount of someone else achieving is going to help me. And no amount of somebody going bankrupt is going to help me. You know, let's say Joshua Morales, let's say something happens, a scandal, right? And we find out that, I don't know, he's doing something really crazy, some bestiality videos or something. I'm just going extreme ridiculous because, just for the facts. But let's just say that, Josh loses everything, his reputation, all his sponsors, he goes to jail even. How does that help me in my career? One bit. It doesn't. In fact, I would feel super bad for him. And what if I secretly held envy? What if I harbored resentment towards him? And then that happened. I might even feel super guilty, like, holy crap, what if my negative thinking caused that to happen to him? So yeah, no amount of someone else doing good is gonna cause me to do bad, and no amount of someone else doing bad is gonna cause me to do good. It's all about just me. I gotta do the best I can and trust that others are doing the same, right? And if someone else is sad or mad or not doing well, I remind myself of Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer says, no amount of, you can never get sick enough to help anyone who's sick. You can never get poor enough to help anyone who's poor. You can never get sad enough to help anyone who's sad. And another analogy that I really like to use is our body, right? The lungs never stop breathing. They never stop functioning to stop and check to make sure the heart is still pumping, right? The lungs function its best, and it just trusts that the heart's doing the same. And the heart trusts that the kidneys are doing the same, the liver's doing the same. What if our organs in our bodies acted like people do and started getting in everyone's business, And the kidneys are like, nah, I'm not working right now. Look at the liver. I gotta make sure the liver's on top of what he's doing. Liver's like, screw that. What about the intestines? They do, we gotta make sure they're on top of things. Like, no. Let everybody do their own thing and just trust that everyone's doing their best, right? Okay. Let's see here. Holly Thomas. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, there's a lot of comments coming. A calm Zen monkey. I would much rather watch you groom and hear you chat about your philosophy than do grooming tutorials. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Holly. Thank you. Skyart. Yeah, we won't have time to slowly do what you are doing. Would love to if your style, but we can't. Exactly. In a grooming shop, the way it's set up, it's just not possible. That's why I really think that pet owners, if they were just a little bit more educated, if they had the right information, then the pet owners could really start getting more involved with their dog's grooming and understand it's about hygiene, and hygiene is something that has to be done regularly. And just like, what I like to tell my clients is, how long can you go without brushing or combing your hair before it gets pretty bad, right? Let's say you went 6 to 8 weeks without brushing or combing your hair. You just kept washing it, and it just kept getting tangled and tangled. And then you went to your hairdresser, and you told them, don't shave any of it, it's just not possible. So that's why with me, the way I have my business set up, I come, before it can get too bad. But also during this time of year, every year, change of seasons, it's going to require a little extra time, and I just know that now. So that's why I schedule it the way I do during this time of year. Usually on Fridays I will have 2 appointments scheduled, but this time of year it's just this one because I kind of knew going into it. But that gives me the freedom to take my time. Okay. Mayrod says, you are inspired. Oh, thank you so much, Mayrod. Holly Tom, are you comfortable sharing how much you charge for a long, extensive demamming process like this? So today I'm charging, I don't know how much I'm charging. I have it down on the schedule. Um, I should know the prices. I think it's like 120 bucks or something. But again, Holly, the way I'm able to do this is because I'll just be completely transparent here. It's because of the extra money coming in from YouTube, from like view and this, my YouTube channel. I get about anywhere from $200 to $400 every month from YouTube. Amazon also pays me. This month I got 70 and 80 bucks, so $150 from Amazon. Um, and so book sales as well, and the commissions that I get from affiliate links. What else? But yeah, so I have passive income coming in, other streams of income. That's why I'm able to do this today and not worry about the price. So, you know what? I was thinking, what if, what if I held a course, not a course even, but I don't even know how we would do this, but what if I helped dog groomers write their own book, just like how I wrote my own book, and I didn't think anybody was going to read it, and the point was not for anyone to read it. The point was just to write a book about what I believed about dog grooming. That way, it made it more clear to me. And a lot of times when I feel myself thinking, oh, this is just taking way too much time, it's not worth it, blah, 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 I remind myself of the things that I wrote in my own book. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Did I really mean the things that I wrote? Because if I did, then I gotta live it. I can't just write the book, especially now that it's selling. If a copy never sold, not a single copy, and no one read it like I expected, I could just delete the book, just make pretend it never existed, and yeah, I could just continue on grooming for the speed and for the money like I did before I wrote the book. But after I wrote the book, and then it started selling, and now people are buying into my philosophy, and I'm actually earning money off of this book. Now it's like, yeah, I really can't ever go back. I gotta live it. I have to live it. I gotta be it, right? Let's see. Um, Pudster, that's what I want to be too. Different and unique. Exactly, Pudster, and you are. Pudster 95, you are already different and unique. I have nothing to add to your life, or I have nothing to offer you that's gonna make you the the unlimited, the priceless, unique being that you already are. You already are that. All I'm doing is trying to help you remember, discover what's already inside. Okay, the Golden Buddha. The Golden Buddha in Thailand, this 9-foot statue of a solid gold Buddha, priceless. The way they discovered it is when it fell and it cracked, and they discovered it was a clay Buddha. They covered it with clay so nobody knew it was gold. When the clay cracked on the outside, they discovered it was gold inside. That's the thing. You are a Golden Buddha. You are already everything that you need to be. I'm not going to add anything to you. All I'm doing right now is trying to help you remember that you are already great. Pauline, I'm here for June and his fullness and the awesome grooms and tips. It's a lot of help with my own. Oh, thank you, Pauline. Like, so yeah, that reminds me of something. My son told me when the tide comes in, then all the boats rise. Exactly. Make that money. Thank you. You know what? Another saying that I really like from Stuart Wilde is money is like manure. When you pile it up, it stinks. But when you spread it around, everything grows. I really like that. So, the point of having money is not to store it up somewhere and hoard it. The point of having money is to keep it going, spread it around so that everybody can grow, Just like manure. When you when you pile it up, it stinks. But when you spread it around, everything grows. David T, I love dealing with wild puppies and teaching them not to fear the grooms and educating owners that exactly. Making a difference, right? That's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a difference because, I've opened up about this before, so it's not a secret anymore. I've attempted suicide, and I've considered suicide several times in my life. And I think that once you've gone through that, then Uh, like, I know I can't really stand small talk anymore. You know, when someone tries to small talk with me, I just kind of, I don't know, I just I just don't like it. I just, I don't like to do things that don't have any meaning in it anymore, or meaning to me. And that's why I think that's why it was so easy for me to just quit my jobs and just walk out and stuff. Because if they were pushing me too hard and they're like, June, you gotta groom more dogs, you gotta groom faster, you gotta pick it up, I would just leave. Because for me, it's like, nah, that's not why. I even told one groomer, one owner when I quit, I told her that to me, what I become is much more important than what I get, you know? And so the paycheck to me is secondary. Who I'm becoming is more important. And I don't feel myself becoming the kind of groomer that I want to be. You know, I don't feel myself becoming that. I feel myself becoming a fast groomer, you know, just a speed groomer. And I was like, and that's not what I want to be. So I have to leave. You know, but I think those decisions for me were easy because I've already considered killing myself, not being here, you know? And so I feel like those decisions for me were much easier because for me it's always what's the point? You know? For what? What's the point? You know, oh, so you can make more money. For what? So you can have a bigger house and you can drive nicer cars and you can wear better clothes and you can have a brand new iPhone so random people don't make fun of you for having an old iPhone. You know, it's like, so, but what is that really going to do for me? Well, uh, I guess you can die happier knowing that everybody thought you were such a cool guy. Really though? Really? Because on my tombstone, if it said, here lies June, he was richer than you, would that really inspire anybody? Would that, you know, like, or here lies June, he was much smarter than you. And modesty was another one of his strong points. You know, like, so for me, I'm always, what's the point? For what? You know, what is it for? Well, this even, what am I doing this for? Because it actually, I believe that it actually makes a difference in these people's lives. To see their dog nice and fluffy and soft and silky and happy, he's not itchy or scratchy, and he doesn't smell like a nasty, you know, wet dog. And you know, their daughters love him. He's like a therapy dog to their daughter. And you know, like I'm actually making a positive impact on these people's lives and on his life. I feel like I'm making an actual difference. I'm actually getting stuff, solving a problem for them. And so that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like my existence means something to someone else. I was useful to somebody else. You know, and that's what keeps me going. Because literally, when I got to the point where I felt like, what is this all for? It's pointless. You know, none of this matters. I really was gonna just off myself. You know, I took a handful of pills. But anyways, I was in a bad spot because I was in a lot of physical pain because of, you know, two herniated ruptured discs. I couldn't even walk. So anyways, so that's kind of what triggered it. But then anyways. But yeah, what keeps me going is just always asking, what am I doing this for? Well, if I told myself I'm doing this for the money, I'd be out of here. Because, I mean, come on. For 4 or 5 hours to do a single task for 4 or 5 hours and sweating, you know, I mean, this physical labor, for $120, can you know, for something that you didn't want to do, if you didn't want to do it, I would pay 120. I would pay $150 to get out of something like that. You know, like, oh, can you help me? Can you help me put my roof up today? You know, let's say in the summertime, one of my friends asked me, you know, hey, I'm trying to save some money here. I got to put up a new roof. It's gonna take about maybe 7-8 hours. You know, in a hot, sunny, you know, summer day. I got some beer for you though. You know, and I'll pay you $120. You know, can you come out and do that? I'd be like, dude, I'll give you $150 so I don't have to do that. you know, and I'll throw in another 12-pack of beer, so I don't have to do that, you know. It's not about the money. I would never do this for the money. It's because I actually believe that I'm doing something that's meaningful, that's helpful, that's beneficial to someone else. Because, you know, we are here. We are here for all of us. We are here for all of us. That's why we are here. Why we are here, right? Alicia Keys is a genius, a philosopher. Anyways, let's see. David T says, the parents are usually thankful and glad, saying they never knew. Told from breeder, pet shop, transparency is key. Exactly. Patty Simmons, hi June, sorry I'm late for the Zen session. What's up, Patty? You always make things so calm and clear. Thank you. I can tell you, after 2 near-death experiences, you do come back different. Exactly. I really think so. I think you come back like, I'm just over it. I don't want to get involved in small, you know, arguments and petty things anymore. No Name says hello, no name. Patty Simmons says hi to her. Vicky Hamilton. What's up, Vicky? How are you? So I'm just going through and combing out his coat before I wash him. That's where we're at right now. So I got this side combed out. Now I'm working on the other side. No Name says, is there any more allergy-friendly dogs? Oh. My brother's allergic, but we really want a dog. I know it's individual, but any breed in general that are often more allergy-friendly. So even him right now, Bear, he's considered allergy-friendly, hypoallergenic, because he's a Bichon and a Cavalier, King Charles Cavalier mix. They say a lot of doodles are hypoallergenic, poodles, but here's the thing. We're not necessarily allergic to the dog's hair. We're allergic to this dander, the dander that's stuck inside this dead hair. So no matter what dog you have, if you just comb out the coat regularly, then as you comb the coat out, along with it, you're gonna get all of this dead hair and dander. This is, if you see, you can see kind of like some crud, dander in there. That powdery stuff, that dandery stuff, that's what your boyfriend is allergic to. Your boyfriend's not really allergic to their coat. He's allergic to the dander in their coat. So even if you get a standard poodle that doesn't shed, you still have to comb out the older dead hairs that's holding on to the dander. So you can even feel it. I can feel it right here. It feels thicker and rougher. And when I do that, it just comes out easily. I'm not even tugging or pulling hard. I'm just kind of pinching and pulling. And you can feel the skin. You can feel like little tiny seeds or something, like little grains of sand from the beach. You can feel it coming out of the skin. So that's what I believe is causing a lot of the allergies, because I thought I was allergic to cats, but turns out I'm not, you know? I have a cat in my house right now. It sleeps with me every night. He cuddles with me. He sleeps on my head and does this. My cat cradles my head, and he does like this, like massages it, and he licks it, you know, like lifts my, I'm like trying to sleep. Oh my God, last night I just couldn't take it. I just kind of pushed him aside. Anyways. Let's see here. Oh, what is it? Oh my goodness. I don't want to, okay. Alrighty, David T says, oh my God, Havanese typically are, but aside from dander, there are also different allergens in their saliva also. Yeah, exactly. You could be allergic to their bacteria. Did you know that fleas have bacteria? Saliva? I mean, I didn't know that. But they say that when dogs have allergic reaction to flea bites, it's the allergic reaction to the saliva, not the bite. I was like, that's interesting. Usually, I have potential owners also let the puppy lick the back of their hand. That's a great idea, because yeah, they could be allergic to the saliva. And the dogs do lick themselves, so when you pet the dog where they lick themselves, that's very observant, David T. No name. Yeah, I've done crazy research in Bijans and similar breeds, but they all require so much grooming. Exactly. I mean, so do you. You know, you groom yourself every day, I hope, right? You brush your teeth every day and check your nails, right? And trim a little bit, clean your ears, wash your face, right? I mean, that's grooming. It's every day. Same thing with dogs, right, buddy? Okay. So, yeah, if I could just get people to look at grooming differently, grooming is not haircut in a bath. Haircut in a bath is part of grooming, but it's like saying taking a bath, taking a shower, and getting my haircut is all the grooming that I do. You know, it's like no, that wouldn't be good then. That's not healthy. You know, you want to do a little bit more than that. You want to brush your hair, brush your teeth. You know, put some lotion on your skin. Okay, no name. Doesn't a lot of those breeds have separation anxiety? Well, it really just kind of depends, you know. Um, and that's more behavior, and I'm not going to get into that because I like to stick to my lane. um, well, I guess then you could say, then why do you talk about philosophy and other things? Because it's my channel, baby, and I do whatever I want. No, I was kidding. Well, it's because that's just how I think. I'm just sharing my thoughts. Um, and I love this ability to just share your thoughts, you know, put them out there so that they're not just lost, you know. And when I die and I'm no longer here, someone can turn this on one day and like say, "Wow, this guy was kind of weird." I'm sorry, Bear. We gotta get that out, buddy. I know. Okay. But yeah, I mean, when you go down like that, you're doing lunges. We're doing lunges. We're holding it, holding that position. I can feel the burn in my hamstrings and my quads. Okay. Wheatons. Wheatons are herding dogs. Oh, Wheaton Terriers are really quite good. I have allergies, and Thunder has been one I've had very little problems with. Wheatons are herding dogs, so they have less anxiety than others. Nice. Thanks for that recommendation. The thing is, though, I've groomed about 3 Wheatons in my career, and a couple of them regularly for a little bit. But in my personal experience, Wheatons are crazy. I mean, and it's kind of like the breed, right? They're just full of energy. So when I groom, I don't know about living with a Wheaton, but every Wheaton that I've groomed, it's been a real challenge because of all that energy and just, oh man, trying to keep them still. You ever try to do a haircut on somebody that's doing like this? You know? It's like you got the scissors in your hand just like, and the guy's just like, come on, cut my hair, cut my hair. What you gonna do? You know? And just like, please, you know? Thanks for all the recommendation. I'll look into them. Yeah, they're out of their minds, boss. Patty Simmons. Yeah, I mean, when I try to groom a Wheaton, that really is, I thank them. I'm like, I'm so grateful for you for teaching me patience. You are my greatest teacher right now. Thank you for this opportunity to practice patience. And yeah, every Wheaton I've groomed,